Speak softly, carry a big stick. Let's see what it's all about. All right, guys, I got Big Stick Bourbon. I don't know. It actually has a stick in it. I don't know if you can see that, and it has this thing inside the bottle, right? I'm gonna pour a little bit out so you can kind of see how it kind of dribbles down the glass. It's not the best design, but let's get into it. So this is bottled by uh, Inslee Inc. in Liberty Hill, Texas, which Liberty Hill is up around Austin. Now, this is not a Texas whiskey, as far as I can tell. It's not even a straight bourbon. I don't know what it is. They're bottling it. They're obviously not producing it or distilling it, because if you were distilling something, you would put that you distilled it on it, right? Not just produced. But is it good? Now, you guys know that putting staves in whiskey is a thing. People do it all the time. Oak and Eden is one of the big ones out there, and they are another Texas whiskey brand doing that. And it does make a difference. You leave it in there for a while, it does make a little bit of a difference. I got gifted one, and they put the stave in like 3 days before I got it. So what I did is I took a 2-ounce sample, poured it off, and then left it in there for like 4 months maybe, and then did another 2-ounce sample, and it is distinctly different. So there's that. Now, I don't know how long this stave has been in here. And when I was talking to them at Total Wine, when they guilted me into buying the bottle, when I was talking to him, he said he gets his wood from a furniture shop. Again, not a wood stave like you would see in a distillery or something like that. So that was a little concerning, that it's furniture grade, not whiskey grade. Does that make sense? And he hand chars them himself, and they're about an eighth to a quarter, maybe a little under a quarter of an inch thick. So the alcohol is going to be able to penetrate into the wood pretty easily. But let's get into it. Is it any good? I poured a very small sample because it doesn't smell inherently bad, right? There's nothing off-putting. It's barrel candy, vanilla, cherry, maybe a little toasted marshmallow, maybe. What else? Falls apart a little bit on the palate. Got sharpening of something. It's astringent, a little astringent. Not overly tannic, but borderline overly tannic. It just kind of falls off at the end. It'd be great in a cocktail, but the bottle was, I'm not going to lie, the bottle was like $50. Am I glad I got it? Yeah, if it's just to do this video, whatever, it's not worth it, but So what do y'all think about putting staves in bottles? I love to do home experiments where like I double age a whiskey or something like that, or soak that stave in honey and then put it in there. I love doing stuff like that. So I'm not gonna poo-poo it, but at the same time, to do that on a mass scale, I don't know. It kind of gets a little astringent. Like I said, it gets a little astringent in there, and I don't know if it's really working for it. Now, if I had drank more of it and maybe it had oxidized a little bit, I don't know. Maybe. It's not inherently bad. Will I buy another one? Absolutely not. Will I even score this whiskey? No, I wouldn't. Um, I'll give you some just off the head scoring. On the nose, it's probably a 5 at best. It's okay. On the taste, falls flat. It's astringent. It's not bad. Not bad. 5, 4.5 maybe. It's not great. And then on the finish, it falls off, leaves you with an astringent tannicness. So I give that probably a 5. Would I buy again? No, no. Give it a 1, 2. I'll give it a 2. Okay, give it a 2. Um, if somebody bought it for me, I'd be like, cool, thanks. Great. Now I got to make cocktails out of that. You know what I mean? That type of thing. So yeah, scoring's not great on it. That's why I didn't want to score it. But am I happy to have it for review and for side by side and for to let somebody else try it? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's and a lot of times whiskey is for exploration. I don't know why I can't talk. This is the first whiskey of the day. Whiskey is about exploration, right? So having one that could potentially be overly tannic is really for learning purposes, for teaching purposes, is really cool, right? For me, I would love to sit down with somebody who doesn't understand oak profile and stuff like that, and pour them this and say, hey, this is an over oaked product. It doesn't mean it's aged, a super aged. It's just over oaked, overly astringent, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, I digress on all of this. Will I pick up Big Stick? No, I will not. I will not buy another one. Now, if they had cool like finishes that they had on the stick, that might be kind of cool. Just change it up a little bit. But no, I wouldn't buy again. So if you like this type of content, I don't always rag on whiskeys, and I'm not ragging on these guys. These guys have a shtick. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. No, I'm not ragging on these guys. These guys are doing their thing. They got me to buy a bottle, so hey, they're doing something right. And the owner's a veteran. Thank him so much for his service. Those types of things. Whatever. It's fine. So if you like this type of content, please give me a follow, like, subscribe, do all the algorithmy things because it really does help. It really does. We just reached over 500 followers, so I'm really excited about that. I am going to do an end of the year live, but I don't know when. And if you would like to support me monetarily, go to patreon.com/the whiskey shaman. Yeah, we're doing before the episode exclusives, behind the scenes stuff, blooper reels. You get to see it all. Sending out some samples for Christmas type thing. So anyway, I want to thank my sponsors as well: Hinterhouse Distilling, Bad Motivator Barrels, and Z Smith Whiskey and Mixology. And until next time, y'all be good, drink water, and keep your spirits up.